Hello, today we're going to be reviewing some of the new features in the MDScripts interface. First off, the login screen has recently changed, but you'll notice we still have the same login fields available: the site ID number, your username, and password. So once those are entered, if you're an assistant user, you'll need to enter your site ID as well as your username and password. Managers and administrators only require username and password. Occasionally you'll see a checkbox at the bottom for the reCAPTCHA field that will be needed to be selected. Once you log in, you'll be taken to the redesigned home screen, which offers several metrics that give you an overview of the dispensing activity within your current site. Much like the old interface, you can still find the current site you're logged into in the upper right hand corner, as well as your username and then a few additional icons that are new. The first one here will be any system notifications for your user. We have our help menu that is available with additional help links as well as help articles for the screen that you might be on, and then our logout button. The metrics across the top will give you an overview of containers dispensed, current patients that are in your queue, any system notifications again for your user, and your last inventory count. The next row will give you all of the details for the current user that is logged in, including your username, email address, phone number, as well as your mobile phone number and two-step login verification if it's enabled. It will also give you the last login date and time and your last login location, which may be needed. If your location changes, you will be logged out of the system. So this gives you an indication of where the last connection was made for your user. If you need to update your user settings, you can click on the Update My Settings button here at the bottom, or you can also select your username from the menu in the top and go into My Settings from there. Our site overview box here will give you the information on the current site you're logged into, as well as some of the site features that are currently turned on for this site. The number of users, providers, and the last dispense date are also shown, and you can select these as a quick link to those areas. If you need to review your My Site settings, you can do so from the My Site button under the Site Overview box, or from our new expanded navigation menu on the left. Clicking on the triple bars in the top left will expand the menu, or you have the option of keeping it collapsed. The collapsed menu allows you to hover over the different icons and get a flyout menu that allows you to select the information you're looking for, or you can leave the menu expanded and scroll through the different options this way. The main navigation buttons here are the same ones that we previously had in the tabs across the top of the interface. The rest of our redesigned home menu will give you an overview of your site's dispensing volume, as well as your recent shipments, any low-level alerts for medications that you have in inventory, as well as a box for expiring medications. Any system messages or recent help articles will be displayed in the box underneath your user settings. Moving back over to the navigation, as we showed before, you can expand and collapse the navigation menu to suit your screen size or whatever is easiest for you to use. When you first start, it might be helpful to leave the navigation expanded so that you can see all of the options. But as you get used to them, you can collapse the menu, which makes it quicker to select what you're looking for. In this case, we'll look at our medication inventory. Most of the screens have changed very little between the old interface and the new interface. You can see that the medication screen still allows you to add inventory. You can edit individual line items, go to your Adjust Levels screen, or filter your current medications by the search options at the top of the screen. The dispense process starts again using the dispense menu option, and from here It's the same process that was used previously to search for patients. Proceed to our cart and either scan the bottle of medication or select from inventory. Going back to our home screen, I will make note that we have a new feature called Favorites. And so any screen that you see within the application has a link in the upper right hand corner that allows you to add it to your favorites. So in this case, we're going to go to our dispense queue screen, and we want to add this screen to our favorites. We also want to go to our recently viewed patient screen. We're going to add this to our favorites as well. So once we add screens to our favorites, we now have a new menu option here that will show our favorites. So this gives you the ability to build your own custom menu for the screens you visit the most. We've also carried this favorites to our instant reports screen. So from the instant reports, you can now see that there is a new grouping used for all of our instant reports, and each report has a small star icon next to it. Clicking that star icon will place that report here in our favorites box. So if you have several reports that you find yourself running, you can add them all to your favorites so that they all are grouped together here under your favorites reports area. In addition, they are also added to your favorites menu, so you can quickly go to those reports instead of navigating to the report screen and then finding the report you're interested in. You have a direct link from your favorites menu. That's an overview of all of the major features in the new MDscripts interface. Please, as always, if you have any questions, open a help desk ticket and somebody from customer support will be happy to assist.